Alright guys, so here we are with Nonito Donaire. Everybody knows who he is, I don't need to tell you. First, before we get started with the quick Q&A, any news on Montiel?
I think he flew to, this morning I think he went back to Mexico, but he suffered a fracture in his jaw and what they call a dent in his side here, which will cause some kind of fixing to do or something like that. But, you know, I was gonna visit him today if he was still in the hospital. That was my plan, but you know, I'm glad that he's out of the hospital. He's okay. He just pretty much have like a severe concussion, is what they're saying.
I think on the forum saying, hey guys, any questions from Nonito Donaire, from the fans, not from myself. So I'm just gonna ask you a little bit real quick. All right. So Vasquez wants to fight you. Will you move up to fight him over the Becco Mares winner, or are you gonna wait for
a Becco Mares winner would be the thing I want to fight because of the to be undisputed, to get 3 belts. But if I have to wait, I'm not gonna wait, and I'll go to Vasquez.
All right. Who do you find yourself more similar to stylistically? I mean, a lot of fans nowadays are comparing you with Roy Jones, you know, Floyd Jr. and younger Oscar.
For me, it's just a mixture of everyone. You know, I'm an old school style fighter. I learned my style from watching Sugar Leonard, Duran, Arguello, Hearns, Hagler, Muhammad Ali, Sugar Robinson. Those were the guys that I looked up. You know, Fredo Gomez, Salvador Sanchez. I mean, those were the guys that I learned from. I mean, of course, I learned from Roy Jones as well, De La Hoya in Trinidad. You know, and I just made it all together and made my own style.
Gotcha. What's your pound for pound list?
I don't have one, actually. I don't have one. I mean, my pound for pound is just Manny Pacquiao on top. That's pretty much it.
Right. All right. That's I think everybody's list now. What do you think should be Montiel's move next? What would you advise him?
I think he just needs to rest. I mean, he has accomplished a lot already. You know, he's been fighting for 14 years or so, and you know, he needs to rest and see where he goes from there.
Right. And you know, here's actually an interesting question. So how did you feel your tactical counterpunching style affects your Filipino fan base?
As long as I get the job done, you know, and they're excited and happy, the end of it all, regardless what my style is, as long as I swing my flag and be who I am proudly as a Filipino fighter, you know, and I carry myself proud in that ring. And as long as I get the job done and be victorious, I think that they will be open up to that.
Right. Any chance? I know it's probably up to the the promoters and everything, but any chance you fighting in San Francisco anytime soon?
You know, we don't know. I mean, we've been trying for 3 years with Top Rank, and you know, it's been difficult for me to get a fight. I mean, the closest was Anaheim, you know, and that was like hard for them to do. They almost pulled it off, but. You know, I want to. I've been requesting it, and hopefully we'll get that this year, knowing that I've done a great job, and then maybe they'll believe that I have a big fan in the Bay Area.
Right. You know, a lot of people were saying that Montiel, or we're saying that Montiel was your hardest fight. I personally can't say that. I can't even say that it was competitive because it ended so early. So if we scratch this fight off, what fight do you think was your hardest fight?
I don't think I really had anything, because I mean, to me, what I consider a hard fight is when my life is on the line, when I feel that I'm going to lose the fight, but I've never felt that with all my fights, so I can't say that I have a difficult fight.
Yeah, thanks for your time.
We'll do it again, we'll do it again when we have time. We'll just add it on.
Well, I live half an hour